everybody. Welcome to Wonderful Human Wednesday. Today, we have such a special guest. Dionne Ford has come to talk with us. She is an award-winning author, incredible human being, mom, friend, and I can't wait for her to tell you more about her life. Please welcome Dionne Ford. Hi, Dionne.
Hey, Raz. It's so nice to see you.
I want to know a piece of advice that was given to you that sticks with you to this day.
I have been given this piece of advice for my writing over and over again by so many people, I can't attribute it to one person. It is to read my work out loud when I'm editing it. And it's, for some reason, a piece of advice that is difficult for me to use. But whenever I take it, I'm always glad that I did because it is so helpful.
I love that. Have you ever had like an experience where you're reading it out loud and you're like, what the what now?
I've had both the experience of reading something of mine that I wrote out loud and being bored and being like, oh my God, this is really boring. And I've had the experience of reading something out loud and being like, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's incredible. It's like a real trust mission, isn't it? That you're on when you're writing this stuff and reading it out loud. You're just really like trusting yourself.
No, but it's like a good thing. And I just realized I was working with my students and I always make that's part of our workshopping is that they read stuff out loud. And I realized, when's the last time you read your stuff out loud to yourself, Dionne? And so I did that earlier this week and it was super helpful to me.
Talk to us about your passions outside work. Any hobbies you have or things you like to do?
So I love to play the drums, even though I'm not very good. And I, not last year, but the year before, I was playing with an all women's samba group.
Come on.
And I had so much fun, but I hurt myself. So I'm just trying to get better so I can rejoin them. But I love, 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 love the drums. And I also really love tennis. And I'm also not good at it, but I have a lot of fun trying to play. So, and my one daughter also really likes it. So we have fun not being that good together.
Oh, that's so great. Do you play at the tennis courts by your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, as soon as I can get this friggin' shoulder back, that's what I will be doing.
Talk to me. I know you're a professional writer. You teach students writing and privately tutor and coach and do this all amazing stuff. You're incredible. Are you reading anything for pleasure right now?
On my way to work, I like to listen to books. So I've been listening to Girl, Woman, Other by Bernardine Evaristo. It's amazing. Next up on my reading list, I am going to start reading Kin by Tiari Jones.
Okay.
And also, I always read a couple things at a time. I don't know why I'm like that, but it's just how I roll. And so I'm also going to start reading a book called I Hope You Find What You're Looking For by Bizrat Mezgebi.
There it is. I love that you're reading a couple books at a time. That is amazing.
I don't know. I've just always been like that. I don't know what that is, but
I love it.
I no longer fight it. It's just how I am.
Dionne, I love how you are. Don't ever change. Tell us something that you are so proud of accomplishing in your career.
Thank you so much for that question. I've really enjoyed my collaborations with people. And so I'm going to say two things I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of my work with an organization called Friends of the Howe House, which is an organization that has worked to preserve and bring attention to the home of James Howe, a formerly enslaved man in Montclair, New Jersey. So I just really, I love that I got to be a part of that board. And, now I just try to, no longer a board member, but try to support them in any way that I can. And I'm also really proud of my work with the New Jersey Reparations Council. I feel like those are very similar missions to bring attention to New Jersey's history of slavery, which people don't really know that much about. But New Jersey was the northern state that continued to enslave people for the longest. So I feel proud of my work with New Jersey Reparations Council, and so honored to have been in collaboration with, such incredible scholars and artists, people who just were at the total top of their game, who were really bringing their experience to thinking about what reparations might look like in this state. And importantly, letting people know that slavery really impacted this state and is definitely should be a part of the reparations conversation.
Wow. Thank you for doing that work and educating people like myself and everybody else out there on what happened, So with all of this work and this background, you looked into your own history. Can you just talk to people about the memoir that you wrote that is just absolutely beautiful?
Thank you so much. And I wrote a memoir called Go Back and Get It. And it was just that, going back and getting my family's history. My great-great-grandmother was a woman who was enslaved, and my great-great-grandfather was the man who enslaved her. And their youngest child, Josephine, was my great-grandmother, the last of their children, who was born sometime after slavery ended. So I just feel really grateful that I was able to find information about my enslaved ancestor, Timpey Burton, and her mother, Eliza Burton, and just am grateful that I was able to kind of archive and collect that history, pass it down to my daughters, and to be able to kind of do that work with my daughters in tow was really marvelous to me. And I do feel like it was a gift to my family. And I know there are a lot of African American people who, aren't able to do this kind of work. It's very time consuming. It can be expensive. And, where slavery is concerned, there aren't always records that remain. So it wasn't just for my own family, but also in some ways for people who can't do this, to kind of take back our history and put it back in the public record. It was really wonderful and important for me to be able to find out all that I was able to find out, but it also did feel kind of like an honor to be able to be in those archives and retrieve anything for so many of the people whose names were erased.
They mattered. They count. It's important. Thank you, Dionne. Thank you for that. And you recorded the audiobook of your memoir, yes?
I did. And so I am saying kudos to all of you. It is really a skill and art in and of itself.
Yeah.
Ooh la la. I'm really grateful for the chance to do it, but that is a huge talent and a lot of work.
I'm so glad that you did it, and it's in your voice with all the work you put into that. Dionne, do you have like a project that you're working on that we can look out or promote for you?
I'm going to be reading at this new reading series called Dorothy Parker Read Here at Coors Tavern in Bloomfield, and I'll be reading there on May 17th.
Oh my God, Dionne, the reading series. Yes.
I'm really excited.
Dionne, I feel like I got to know you so much better. I love you so much. You are a wonderful human. Oh, thank you for being here.
No one, sister.
We get the happy unicorn for Dionne. This was so fun. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. This was so fantastic. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. Thank you.
Yay!